Hey Robin, this is Steven. I spoke to you earlier today. I'm with Virtuous SEO, a digital marketing company just out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. This is that video I was telling you about that will actually help you get more views on Google. And I just want to go over 3 tips that will actually help you beat out your competition. And that is content, citations, and backlinks. And I don't want to take up much of your time, so I'll go ahead and get right into it. Content is anything that's on your homepage here. It's the pictures, it's the text, it's everything. Google generally likes to see between 1,000 and 1,500 words of content on a homepage, and that gives you plenty of opportunity to put these buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases that people are searching for when they're looking for your service. I've got a tool here that I use that gives me a bunch of valuable information when it comes to SEO, the search engine optimization. And I want to concentrate on the search section over here on the right. So in the past 30 days, this Raleigh DanDale fence, the Raleigh page, it was found for 19 keywords and it was clicked on 47 times. Now, the number one site, which you're probably familiar with, is Seeger's Fence Company, and their Raleigh site. I plugged them in here as well, and they've got very similar like power. Uh, I'll explain that later, but they were found for 87 keywords in the past 30 days, but they were clicked on 499 times. Um, and that's a big difference. So there's a big difference there in keywords, right? So they're being found for a lot more, and we can actually go into their keywords and see which ones that are really pushing the needle for them. And it looks like we want the location specific. So Fence Company Raleigh, they have got 200 searches in the past 30 days, and their site was clicked on 40 times just for that keyword. Fence installation Raleigh NC, another 100 searches, and they got another 40 clicks for that. So we want to go into your profile and see if you've got all those keywords. And even if you do, which it looks like you have a few of them, you probably have the majority of them for that. But say they likely have it on their site more times, right? So if they have these keywords on their site 3 or 4 times, we want to put it on 5 or 6, right? And that's one of the importance. That's why it's important to have a lot of content on your page, because you want to fit these keywords in, but you don't want it to look unnatural. But content is also the picture. So when Google searches these sites for these keywords, they're searching the pictures too, and not necessarily the pictures how we see them, but whatever they're saved as. So there's a trick where you can go in and actually save these pictures as keywords, and Google will see that. And so if you have more keywords, that pushes you over your competition, they'll actually find you first. So that's it for content. Next thing I'd like to go over are citations. And to explain this, I'm going to pull up this web search page. So Fence Company Raleigh gets that 200 search volume, so it gets the most volume for fencing. First thing that comes up are going to be your ads. Ads are hit or miss. People have on their ad blocker, it's not going to show up, and they have a relatively low click-through rate of about 5% of people searching for terms like this are going to click on an ad. So I want to focus on right underneath the ads. This is your map pack. This has everything to do with your Google business profile. There are several factors here that will get you in here, but the main driver are citations. The citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on an online directory such as Yelp, Angie, whitepages.com. There's a ton of them. And the more citations you have, the more trust you actually build with Google. We can actually go in. I've got access to a tool to where we can go in and see what citations and how many each of these businesses have. So for example, if Raleigh Fence Builders LLC, if they have like 200 citations, we'd want to get like 250 or 300. We'd want to beat them out. And generally speaking, businesses that are in this map pack have at least 150 citations, usually more. So we could find that out, and we'd want to beat them out. Just like with those keywords, you'd want to beat them out with the citations as well. Lastly, I'd like to go over backlinks, and that has everything to do with this section just under the ads. This is Google's organic search results. And the number one spot here will get about 40% of all clicks. Of all people searching for this, for about 40%, give or take, are going to click on the number one spot. So a backlink is essentially another website on the internet that has a link on their site that when it's clicked, it leads back to your site. And Google uses this to kind of gauge on how to rank you in this on this list. And it depends, that's all dependent on the quality of the website that's actually linking back to you, that backlink is coming from. So the more relevant this website is to your industry that's linking back to you, the more authority and trust that is built with Google, the higher ranked it is and the more traffic it is. Google looks on that favorably and they will actually push you up in the rankings. The more of those types of backlinks you get, Google will push you up more and more in these rankings. But the opposite is also true. If you have these backlinks from what we call spam sites, they're sites with little and no relevance to your industry. They have built no trust and authority with Google. They get little views or no traffic, and they're ranked like on page 10 or something. If you have too many links from sites like that, Google will actually push you down in the rankings. So let's go ahead and revisit this tool that I was showing you earlier with the keywords, but now I want to concentrate on the backlink profile. So the Raleigh page for DanDale fence over the past 30 days, there's only been 2 active backlinks found, and these are the main drivers to actually push you up in those organic rankings. So Seeger's Raleigh page, in contrast, they have 23 backlinks. So it's pretty easily beatable, and they're also getting some power from their main site, but you are as well. You're not getting as much, but with a good backlink strategy, you could actually beat them out. But what I like to do is go into their backlinks. And by going into their backlinks, we can actually see the quality of the sites that are linking back to them. We could see which ones are spammy. Let me see if I can find any spammy ones. Doesn't look like they have any. Usually there's a few spammy ones, but they don't have any. So what we could do is we could find out all the websites that are pushing them authority and pushing them up in the rankings. We could reach out to those websites and acquire backlinks from those same websites. And you don't want to do that just with this top site, but with like the top 3 sites in fencing for Raleigh. We check out all their backlinks, the backlink profiles of all those businesses. We go out and acquire links from all those sites. So you would actually compete with them for the top 1, 2, 3 spots in Google. But then what would push you over the top is when you're done, when you've matched them in backlinks there, you would go out and you'd acquire more backlinks month over month, because it takes a little time to get these backlinks, but month over month you acquire more backlinks from these highly authoritative sites, and that would actually push you over the top and push you into that number one spot. So that's all I really have for you. I hope you found value in this video. If it's something you'd like to sit down and talk with me about, you can give me a call at 910-551-2006, or you could just reply to the email. Or if you just want to implement this yourself, feel free. I'm not sure how you do. I know this is a multi-state site, so I don't know if there's a main marketing company over, the whole site, but you could even share this with the marketing company and go ahead and get your Raleigh site ranked number one. But either way, I appreciate your time and have a good day. Bye bye.